the Minigen from Chels, and that's what I have sitting in here in my micro stick. So let's just take this guy out here. The Minigen also has some engravings on it. As you can see here. This has the same logo, the little donkey logo, and it says Minigen. And as you can see, it's also serialized. This one is number 123 in titanium. Okay. I'll give you guys a good look at it from the side here. It's the Minigen. So, the Minigen, it's made of either 316 stainless steel or titanium. And the contact point is brass as well. It's actually, it's not a 16 millimeter atomizer, it's 14.8 millimeter diameter. The height is 45 millimeters, and it actually holds quite a bit of juice for the size. It holds about 2.3 milliliters worth of juice. Oh, I'm sorry, I took autofocus off and I should have. You like look at my blurry face? I bet you do. So, anyway, the price actually is pretty reasonable on this as well. So, the stainless steel Minigen is $70. The titanium Minigen is $90. I am reviewing the titanium, but I would imagine that the stainless steel performs similar. And the shipping is $10 on this as well. So, if you were to get a Minigen and a micro stick, if you got them to ship at the same time, you would pay, if you got the stainless steel one, it'd be $180 for both. It's not cheap, however, that's a really good deal for both a mod and an Addy, and especially one that is so awesome and such a good stealth device. So I think, you know, for what it is, the price is reasonable. You know, with the high-end stuff, even though it's more expensive, the nice thing about it is if you decide you don't like it, you know, you can sell it and get your money back pretty easily with 99% of the stuff you buy. You know, because it's quality and it's in demand, and better off saving your pennies and getting something nice rather than buying multiple products that you end up having issues with, you know. So anyway, here is the link. That's for Chels Vaporwall page, and again, it's mini-ecig.com for Chels' own website. But let's do some close-up on this guy. So let me get auto off again. All right, so the Minigen again, as you can see, this is the titanium one. We'll take the drip tip out so you can see. Didn't have any issues with any drip tips fitting in here. Everything fit nice. Nothing was too tight or too loose. As you can see, this is the Hellfire one, and it's nice and snug. So it's got some juice on there, so it came out a little easier than usual. But I haven't had any issues with anything fitting. It's just the right size. So you can see the bottom has that brass contact, 510 connection. The top is screw top. I believe the air hole is 1.1 millimeter, and it's got quite a bit of threading to get that off. So even though the top cap looks a little bit tall, maybe, there's actually very, very little room inside that top chamber because that threading goes up so high. And again, it's only 14.8 millimeters, so, and it's even reduced a little bit beyond that on the inside. So it's a very, very tight chamber inside the atomizer. Okay, and let's look at the Addy deck real quick. Very easy setup here. So I set this up, as you can see, with flat ribbon. I did a 4-wrap of 0.8 millimeter ribbon, and I actually used a cable mesh hybrid wick in here. You can see the Addy deck, pretty straightforward. You've got your negative screw, you've got your fill hole on this side, and then you've got 3 little nuts around the positive post. The bottom one tightens the post into the, or tightens into the insulator, and then the two above that are for tightening around the wire, as you can see. And that is, like I said, pretty deep threading there. So if you look at the top cap up next to it side by side, if we hold it like this, you'll see there's really not a lot of room inside that top cap when it's threaded down. Okay. Did not have any issues with leaking around the edge here, even though this is threaded. Okay. It forms a pretty tight seal. You'll see that when I screw the top back on here. Hold on a sec. So we'll screw that back on all the way, and as you can see, that's a real nice tight line around there. Okay, and I didn't have any issues with juice leaking out there. So there you go if you want to take a look at the logo again. Again, this is the titanium version, so it's a little bit lighter than the stainless steel version. Hold on a sec. There we go. And it fits nicely inside this guy. It also looks pretty nice on pipes because of the small diameter. It lines up well on a lot of the pipes. And I'm not sure if this is if this was intentional or if this is something that's different depending on the Minigen that you have. But like I said, when used with the micro stick for a righty, that air hole lines up perfectly. And then if you're a left-handed vapor, you can adjust that 510 connection in the micro stick so that it's on the other side and you can vape this way. So how does it vape? Well, very good vapor production, especially for, you know, having such a small air hole on it. The vapor production's fantastic with the build I've got on there. Nice thick vapor. The flavor is very, very good, and the vapor is very, very warm. It's comparable to other addies that I kind of fawn over on the show, like, you know, single coil. We'll stick to single coil because I hate comparing single and dual coil. It's a different, you know, some people like single, some people like dual. Comparing it to single coil, the flavor on this is like almost on par with Hellfire Mini, Nawal. It's real close. I think maybe just a tad bit less flavor, but it's very, very close. The warmth is very, very close, if not identical. The titanium, I think, helps increase the warmth a little bit, like I've talked about with some of the Art of the Exhale devices. Because the titanium heats up quicker, I think that it helps to keep the vapor in the chamber warmer before it gets to your mouth and your lungs. Hold on, I'll take another vape. Yeah, I mean, just fantastic. This has been, you know, my go-to since I set it up last Thursday morning. You know, I've been using everything, you know, for the review, obviously, but I've found that this has been the device that I've kind of reached for more often, and really, really loving the vape that I'm getting off of this. It's absolutely fantastic. So, you know, I'm going to keep this one relatively short. It's you know, if you're getting a micro stick and you have the opportunity to get a Minigen with it, I would jump on it. Because, I mean, being able to get one for, even the titanium one is only $90, at least that's what it is through the list. Again, I don't know what the prices are going to be once they're hitting stores, but I can't imagine it's going to be too much higher. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. It's a great combo. It's a great stealth combo. The performance on it is unlike, it's better. It's much better than I expected looking at the device. You know, I mean, when you see the black coating on it, you think maybe you're going to have issues with coating on the threading and then losing, you know, power because of that, like some issues with other devices and anodizing. Not the case with this at all. The threads are all clean. Everything's very well machined. And I'm talking about I'm actually talking about both the micro stick and the Minigen together at the moment. Just very, very well made. The finish is perfect on it. No nicks, no marks. Really nice looking. I'm absolutely thrilled with the combo. It's a really, really good combination, and I think that this is going to be a very, very popular device once they're more readily available. So, anyway, that is my review of the Minigen from Chels, and again, highly recommend it. Really good vape, real easy to set up, and yeah, just really good all around. The only negative maybe is the juice capacity is a little bit on the small side. It's a 2.3 millimeter, but it's still not crazy small. So, you know, carry one of these around with you if you need to. A little needle top. But anywho, there you have it. That's the Minigen from Chels. Big thumbs up.